I just walked and went and picked up my car. So if I look sweaty or messy, it's probably because I am. I was quite a walk, man. For it being so hot. Oh my God. Living in the forest, I'm surrounded by trees. And like I said, I get like an hour at the most of sun on my, right in the middle of my yard. That's it. And it's like the little cleared spot. It just lines up perfectly for like 40 minutes to an hour. And it will feel hot, but you don't really get the full impact until you go out there. And then it's like, oh man, it's hot. And so I went up to I walked in and I got my car, which it was really exciting because it was, the woman told, because they had to order a part, and she said, oh, don't worry, he doesn't make you pay. The other guy used to make you pay. I said, oh, this guy's the new owner? And she's like, yeah. And he's like super nice, super honest, like you see the shift beginning to take effect in our community. She said, yeah, the other owner, the older guy, he would, was bitchy, you had to pay for everything ahead and stuff like that. Still was in a mood. And I just brought treats back. But so anyways, like, you can see things changing. As I was walking, of course, there's a sign out that I'm walking past, and it says to conserve water. It's very important this time to conserve water. We need you to be ready to burn up. And so, listen to us and save your water. And so it's just such nonsense, the bullshit. And so one of the things is before I had left, right before I left, this guy, I hear the dogs barking, and it could have even been on the thing. Maybe I just stopped. I don't know. But I heard the dogs barking. So I went over to the door and I could hear a man talking. So I look out and I can see there's a man out in the street talking across to my neighbor, which, she's talking now. So everything's cool, If you don't go in and fight with people, when you go in and fight to try and make your point and stuff, then you create more hard feelings, Like I was just honest, and said what I had to say. She came back, I didn't even read it. It's like, I'm not going to go in and be triggered to go in and argue with this person over, I know your gate's open. I'm sorry you don't, but I know it. I don't need to watch the playback footage. So, anyways, stupid shit. So, so this guy's out there talking to her, and I thought, oh, weird, maybe he just is lost or something. So then he's like, okay, thanks, and goes back. And then he walks over and he's then in my driveway snooping around. And then I see him start taking pictures. And I look out there and the neighbor goes, he's here for you. And I was like, what? So he goes, he's here for my mortgage company. And I'm like, my mortgage company? Okay. So I walk out there and he hands me this orange, I think I threw it away, this orange envelope with a hole. So he could like just hang it on my thing, literally. He could have just hung it there. And it just says in 2 different languages, important, please call or something. And so I look inside, it's the same thing, only it has my name and the phone number I'm supposed to call. And he says it's from my mortgage company. And so I'm like, okay, weird. And so he leaves. And mind you, this guy looks seedy. He's got like, I don't know, flip-flops and shorts and a tank top on or something. It's like, what? How weird. And so I call and they don't even know anything. I'm just like, I don't know and what he's doing there. And so then I ask about all this warranty stuff I keep getting. I said, I keep getting all this stuff from warranty and saying that, my warranty's ended. Then they're sending me more stuff and sending me emails, all this stuff on something about a warranty. I don't even know what a warranty is on my house. And they're like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. And I said, because I was like, maybe you need to check and see. Maybe it's about that. Like, maybe my warranty ran out. I don't know. I've taken this as a scam. And he's like, yeah, I've never heard of this. And so I said, okay, well, it's probably a scam then. He goes, well, let me transfer you to the other department, the COVID department. And so back, like I said this months ago, you know, I played my part. Once I knew they were going down, I stopped making payments to them. I was like, nope, you know, I've paid you enough over the years. You've robbed me blind. So I stopped paying. And that's been quite a long time. I've talked about this before. And so the house thing, it gets to be under something called a COVID thing. I'm not really sure. And so when he transferred me to that department, the woman starts like totally questioning me. And I'm like, well, I have till September, right? Don't I call next month? And then next month I get it set up, and then I put my payments either on the end or attach them, you know, over the life of the loan. And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, so I'm just call next month, right? I mean, that's what y'all said before. And she's like, well, yeah, but we need to ask you. And so she starts going like, how is COVID affecting you and stuff like that. And so to me, it's like, oh my gosh, how desperate is the DS right now? Like showing up at your house, please call the bank. We're sending out all these, like every scam possible, the phone calls, all of this stuff. And so what I was really has come clear to me in my mind is that, you know, like Microsoft Windows. And I heard now that the new quantum system won't have Microsoft. And I thought, so when they take down Google or take down our internet, whatever system, there's no longer going to be Microsoft. And so I was like, Microsoft, Windows, banks, they leave the windows open so the scammers can get to our information. They have enough technology. They don't have to be letting them into our accounts and stuff. They're a part of this system on a higher level. Like they, you know, they run the call centers of the people who are scamming us out of money, and they're getting a kickback. You know, because it's the same corrupt people who are doing everything. They sell the street drugs. They sell the drugs in the stores. They've got every way to get to us. And, you know, that way just came real clear. And then, you know, going and seeing that water sign and just, you know, the manipulation and the, you know, believe us, and how they've, just their whole system, you know, of how they've created it. You know, they've got big tech and mainstream media to back up. They've got the celebrity endorsement to shame us into doing what they want us to do. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so mental. And anyways, so you know, I just said, okay, well, I'll call you. And I'm thinking, oh man, y'all, you know, I'm really looking forward to the 15th. I really think that everything is right on track. And I had watched that Michael Jaco talking about it, and he said that Nacera has been being put in place over this year. It's taken some time. But yeah, the deadline was put on by the other countries that we had to, you know, we had to get in right now. They were done fucking around. And I think it still is right on. I mean, when you got him showing up at your door, like, I'm surprised he didn't have a receipt book and asked me for a payment. Like, I don't know who this shady guy is. Like, who are they hiring to come out here? Which, another thing, I'll just say real quick, and then I got to probably go deal with, you know, Judy Attitude over here, so I'm sweating to death. I went and got my car. It was only $100. He just went through all this stuff, fixed some little stuff for $100. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, right there, such a change. Go to a mechanic, $100. Are you serious? And they spend time to go through all this stuff. And anyways, and to put on my new computer part that he's ordering is only $50. I mean, like, oh my gosh, yeah, the world is changing, no doubt. But so I decided, well, I'm going to celebrate. I'm boiling hot summer day. I'm going to go out and get a beer. And so I drive up the gas station up the road and go in, you know, to get my beer. And so when I go up to the thing, it's a young girl. Of course, she's one of these across her face, because they're making them wear them if you work here. Sell it, please. I don't knock over my thing, okay? I'm trying to tell something, and then I'll stop, okay? And anyways, as I was walking, some woman stopped to tell me, you know, I'll just have this happen, you know, from people. that they'll just stop me and say, you know, that they like my look or whatever. And this girl, a young girl, and she's telling me how much she likes my tattoos. Always young girls. I would say 20s and 30-year-old girls. You know, she's young to me. that they will tell me how much they love my tattoos and stuff like that. And to me, my takeaway is that how many people are just so held back from self-expression. Like, they see me as expressing myself, to show myself. You know, they don't have the same views as the other generations who judge me, who think, you know, like, I've got tattoos, so automatically that means that I'm some sort of a weirdo. And, you know, they are a much more of accepting generation of, oh my gosh. So now you gotta see the lighting I'm talking about. Oh, Stella. Okay, so, anyways, they're just a much more accepting group of people. And, in some ways, but they're also, look at how they're so forced to comply. And that probably is why it's like this, you know. But a lot of them, their restriction is financial, that they just don't have the means. And, you know, they want to go and be able to do that. But it also, you know, I mean, it takes a lot of balls to walk around and look different than everybody else, you know. And I have to have confidence. I can't walk around like a little, you know, what's her name in 16 Candles, the Breakfast Club. You know, the ones where, you know, the Ali Sheedy character, her face all hanging in her hair and stuff. Like, I can't walk around like that. I walk around confident. And I don't look like everybody else. And I think that is the thing that draws people in. And I think that that is what we all need to do. We all just need to represent ourselves and just, you know, don't care what other people think. Like, I can't walk around and be worried who's judging me and who thinks I'm a drug addict, and if I'm there to prostitute or whatever their weird stuff is that they come up with. You know, that's in them. I can't worry about what goes on in them. You know, and some people, you know, have to even come a little further, you know, and inspect my car. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, just being confident, and just no matter what it is that makes you look different. And if anybody thinks like, you know, like, that it doesn't make a difference if you look different or you stand out around other people, then just, you know, you haven't experienced it. You know, you haven't experienced thousands of eyes on you, or hundreds of eyes, or, you know, everybody looking at you. You know, once you have, you know, then you'll know what I mean. And there is people who have the attitude towards you, and you do draw attention to yourself. So anyways, I just feel like we all need to get to that place of just being so confident in ourselves, no matter what it is that we see as it makes us different. We need to embrace those things, you know. And there is people out there who, you know, you have the haters and you have the lovers. And the haters have got issues. I'm sorry. They have issues. Like the ones across the street from me, you know, with their grumpy ass attitude, you know, they're just old white people, out of shape, don't look like they've taken care of themselves at all. They, you know, I've heard them yelling racist stuff at the neighbor, you know, they're just, but that's their life. That's their hatefulness. That's their hatred and stuff they have to carry forward. And I had just told this to my daughter yesterday because she was talking about something and somebody's choices that they're making right now, and they want to say something to them, but they would be kind of a real dick move. And I said, yeah, don't do that. Don't say anything to them, but just, you know, rest assured, anyone out there, that you can't get away from whatever you do, whatever damage you cause to people, you will carry it into your next lives. You just, if you don't deal with it here, you will deal with it at some point. You can't get away from certain things, you know. You can't run away from yourself and your effect on other people. And that's why I'm always talking about, be very mindful how you affect others, because there's a ripple effect. There's repercussions, and it doesn't just last right here, right now. You have to carry that shit with you. So, you know, keep that in mind. Okay. Anyways, Stella's going to have a meltdown, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.